So Eminem, 50, everybody outside, you like the cigar? I was
So Eminem 50 everyone outside, like the stogie I was messing with. 'Cause I seen this one, I realized Eminem was genuine. He says, I don't give a man that is this. When I realized I'm similar to Dan Eminem, is it genuine? __. Gracious, definitely Eminem returned with the vest. Better believe it, Eminem was outside with Yell Out Eminem on the day that Eminem chose to unite with Durr and Fitty. He quickly ventured into dinky waters anyway. This wasn't something that surprised him, as a matter of fact, and was terrifying. And he never let others scare. That is the reason he chose to shout out about when Schnight dropped by the studio and had a go at threatening the entire snap. Yet was never apprehensive. So first thing is we should start off things with presenting the large terrible wolf first. Suge Knight, on the off chance that you ain't know at this point, Suge Knight is a remarkable person. He used to be a vital name in the music business, particularly for the West Coast scene. He was previously a record maker and prime supporter of Death Row. Keeps currently. Some time ago, Death Row was no joking matter in hip bounce. No, like truly ponder that multitude of hip bounce legends like Sneak Dardra Tupac. They all had connections to Death Brother and Shania. Yet Suge wasn't just about music. No, he had this wild, and in some cases brutal side, both in the music scene and in his own life. He has a clothing rundown of stuff that made him seem to be a genuine agitator, practically like a music industry bougie man. Yet no one could reject that he added to the progress of the genius hip bounce craftsman that Dre, Sneak, and others have become today. This Sneak needed to say regarding in his brains and individuals could do without giving him credit, yet he was a splendid __. When he was at his best, he was a sharp scholar. He was savvy. He realized he had a response to all that he resembled the fixer, the cleaner, definitely something's off face. He understands what to do like. And we was continuously active wrong. And we didn't have the foggiest idea what the __. To do something major that made him scandalous was his supposed contribution in Tupac Shakur's homicide. Suge was with Tupac the night he had chance and killed a ton of people. Begin to believe that he contributed to it. And it's not only that he's additionally been blamed for messing up Vanilla Ice's protectors and making him give up the privileges to Ice Child by hanging him off of gallery. Muhi had me investigate the edge, show me how high I was up there. Terrified I expected to wear a diaper on that day. Yet that is not even the portion of it. Suge has been sentenced for a wide range of different violations, like attack with a destructive weapon and abusive behavior at home. In addition to he's been connected to the blood group and individuals. Hypothesize that he's pre-owned his music associations with assistants out the Bloods had this up. And it's no big surprise has this rap as a genuinely risky and genuine disputable buddy in the music scene. Presently Eminem's ascent to distinction in the last part of the 99s and mid-2000s was a genuine difficult task for himself, and he needed to manage a few serious obstructions. One of the greatest difficulties was, in all honesty, Suge Knight. Suge had gained notoriety for harassing anybody who make it in the rap game, and Eminem was not saved from his strategies. Currently could sound insane, yet Suge Knight really needed to dispose of Eminem right all along. And he attempted at least a couple of times to end Em's profession, perhaps his life. There are claims that Suge made two separate endeavors on Eminem's life. Now these charges became visible through Eminem's previous protector, Byron Huge Nas Williams, who says the primary occurrence went down in 2001. During the source, Hip Jump Grant's enormous Nas and M ran into each other when Nas engaged with Eminem during its pinnacle of his popularity. With My Name is at first NZ turned down the open door to collab with Eminem, yet he in the end chose to offer it a chance on their absolute first evening of cooperating. Nas needed to move forward and truly shield Eminem from a potential peril. This occurrence prompted a proposal for a visiting job Despite the fact that Nas initially joined the team to associate with music industry, top dogs as a maker, he changed a few gears to focus on Eminem security, making it his top worry in a meeting on the Homicide Expert Music show. Byron Hugh Nas Williams meticulously described what went down at the 2001 Source Hip Jump grants, including Suge Knight, and his Career One Source grant goes to that would be Stan Eminem, as per Large Nas. And a lot of other people who discussed it the honor show had some severe seating rules they needed to keep specialists and their protectors, who had meet with one another at a protected distance principally to stay away from a full-blown out fight crushing out now spirit. In those days pressures were running intense in the rap game. So you can think about why they needed no difficulty. Eminem and his team thought they were simply sitting, pretty not understanding that they were correct smack in the center of a quarrel between Suge Knight's Death Row Records and Dr. Dress. So when Eminem attempted to sit down, a lot of fellows in red shirts began hollering Death Row's name and saying Suge sent them to rock the boat. It was a significant stunner and obvious indicator they were in a perilous spot. Yet your kid Large NZ acted quickly and gave Dr. and his group a heads up to protect Eminem now. After the Source Hip Bounce grants confrontation, enormous NZ was fully on guard, ensuring Eminem was safeguarded until the end of the occasion. And surprisingly, then, at that point, some he even requested for a fast vehicle for good measure, yet security rules implied the limos couldn't wait too lengthy by honorary pathway. So Large NZ Durdur and the team just needed to remain vigilant behind the stage, looking out for any possible dangers to Eminem. Large NZ established himself directly before Eminem, prepared to step in immediately. In the meantime, Dr. Dur and his protectors were in full monster mode to keep anyone from getting excessively close. You understand what M didn't withdraw no in any event. When things got tense and unpredictable, he showed genuine guts, simply by facing Suge Knight's group. Notwithstanding their threatening statements, now this was only the first of two asserted endeavors on Eminem's life by Suge Knight, according to Large Nas's record. Enormous NZ likewise let the cat out of the bag on another wild episode, including Suge Knight attempting to screw with Eminem. And this time it went down in the province of Hawaii. Nas says that they got word that Suge was gunning for Eminem during some occasion out there, so they must be really cautious and protect Eminem. Suge was not playing possibly. He sent an entire multitude of 50 fellows to Hawaii to crash Davidre's Power 106 occasion. When they arrived in Hawaii, they got not so warm greeting from 20 Honolulu cops who let him know what was happening. Huge NZ and different protectors needed to outfit toss on a few tactical armor carriers and keep their accomplices close. They needed to rest on internal degree to hack up the money for additional security, with Honolulu's best in light of the fact that Hug had some significant draw nearby. Yet stand by there's more Reggie Wright juror who was need somewhere down in death row business was in on this too. Reggie was a previous cop and security enormous shop for death row, and is the child of Reggie Wright Sr., a Bloods gangster, who was the head of safety for Death Row Records. So as per Reggie Wright, Dur and the pack were off the influence 106 as a piece of media barrage. They planned to offer fans a chance at winning tickets for a confidential gig in Hawaii. Reggie got wind of the plant and let the cat out of the bag. To Suge Knight was secured at the time, being youthful, stupid, and desirous. It resembles good gracious these __. 8 going out to Hawaii and have a great time. 8 going on our watch. And wouldn't you know it, Reggie booked a similar trip to Hawaii. Sneak during Eminem. As Reggie Jones tells it, the people on that flight repping for Suge Knight gave Sneak K9 and even Battle Cat, a notable music maker, a tough time. And when it came to M and the protectors Reggie needed to say, the Sneak was back there. The pool rider presently was around there, tormenting him the entire way, spitting on him, and all of that. Yet hello, They generally made it out one piece, and fans are damn happy that nothing went down with them. And the teen Reggie and his group got in some major trouble, however, when they were interfering in security stuff, and they returned to Jimmy Ivan, the hotshot at In Scope Records. At a nearby home slice of Dr. Ivan was smoldering on the grounds that giving security to Drasnik and Eminem in Hakka